Ryan, how do I look? She twirled a little in front of the girlfriends, showing off her new pretty dress. Her boyfriend just got her last evening. It was a cute dress, giving off decent princess vibes, going along with her purple highlights. Her friends were clearly fangirling, and before they could give her a response, a guy rushed past them, bumping into her friend in between. Somehow, he didn't even turn to apologize. He just ran away. Ryan, are you okay? Maya nodded, slightly, rubbing her arm where she got hit. It was not only one. A lot of students started going that way, and they started to wonder what was wrong. Maria, we can't be the only one to miss out, right? The girls headed in that direction as well. What they saw before was a thriller. There was a huge, literally huge crowd gathered there. For sure, girlies like them in the middle of tall guys, it was hard to see what was happening, so they actually had to push past everyone to the front. As soon as Wine reached the front, she flinched slightly. There was a fight going on. Pretty serious about that. Maria, does this guy know anything other than fists and kicks? She whispered. Wine eyed her, and that's when they noticed one of them was her boyfriend. No, the one leading it all was her boyfriend. The one to gather the whole crowd was also her boyfriend as well. No one would miss his fights. If there was something going on in the college that involved Jungkook, everyone would come rushing. Jungkook, try saying that again, he challenged, holding a guy from his collar with who has a busted lip, bleeding nose, and head probably in other dimension by now. Jungkook's knuckles were injured, full in blood. One wondered how many fists he had actually exchanged by now. She crossed her arms. She was the kind of girl who didn't involve herself in her boyfriend's things. He had a life, he could do whatever he wanted, so she just stood there as long as things were not going to the faculty. But somehow she noticed. He was not enjoying this. He was mad. He had blood in those eyes. Why? Why are they fighting? She instantly asked a guy around them. Lee, well, I heard they said something wrong about you. Something probably disrespectful. One watched as Jungkook jerked the guy in his hand, but another one jumped on his from behind, taking him in a chokehold. It took Jungkook a second to elbow the guy in the stomach, smash him to the ground, and hold his arm in a way he was going to twist and break the bones. Ryan, great, she yelled, crossed her arms, and everyone got quiet. Jungkook stopped midway, his eyes shifting towards her. Ryan, do you all have a boyfriend as well? Who gets you pretty dresses, and when you wear it for him, you find him filled in someone else's blood? She exhaled with not so satisfied expressions. Asking him to calm down was old fashioned. She knew her ways to distract him. Ryan, are you going to come and praise me like this? I refuse. She turned around. Somehow it actually worked. The way his bloodshot eyes turned into somewhat amused ones, he suddenly had a smirk on his face, and now he was chuckling. That one low and hard chuckle as he let go of the guy's arm and walked over him towards Ryan. He grabbed a water bottle from someone's hand and washed them. Ford grabbed Ryan's arm, turned her around, held her jaw, and kissed her. It was one passionate and possessive kiss. Ryan widened her eyes for a moment but kissed him back. He held her cheeks with both hands as he kissed her until his anger was gone and he was satisfied of what he just did now. Jungkook, then how about you bandage me up while I praise you? He said against her lips as he pulled back. Ryan breathed heavily, her cheeks red as if she was drunk. It got her really flustered, getting such a powerful kiss in the middle of everyone. That was such crazy for her. Fine, sounds good. She held his arm and dragged him away. Jungkook stopped by the changing room, changed into clean clothes, and he took her to his home, leaving a whole mess behind. No one dared to say a word against wine ever again. No one wanted what happened to those guys, especially when they almost got crippled. Losing an arm was a big deal. Wine brought a first aid and started to gently treat his busted knuckles. Wine, why were you fighting? Jungkook, I just said something and I got mad. Wine, what was that? He said. She asked softly, and Jungkook instead got later, closer to her, tucked her hair behind her ear, and showered her with his soft and warm touches. Jungkook, you don't need to know those stupid things. I'm here to take care of them. She probably bandaged him up and stood up. Jungkook tilted his head as he watched her door. Jungkook, pretty. I need to work harder to find a dress of your caliber. She chuckled. She'll give him that. He knew how to butter up a woman. Why? Your phrase actually works sometimes. Jungkook, I mean it every time. He pulled her in his lap and brushed his fingers through her purple locks and kissed her jaw before he embraced her. He could handle everything, but a word against a woman, especially his own, he wouldn't. He knew how to be a man with morals. It was not all about keeping a woman by his arm, but actually fulfilling his responsibilities as well.